Hello everyone, and welcome to Little Nightmares 2. I'm very happy to say that because I wasn't sure if we were going to get a Little Nightmares 2, but here it is. So, if you don't know what Little Nightmares is, and you've never played the first one or whatever, it's like a platformer in a horror setting. It could also be considered an action-adventure, I guess. We're no longer playing as Six in this one. We're playing as Mono, which we don't really know anything about. This is what we do know though. So, there's a tower in the distance of this world that's broadcasting something on every television in this universe, and whatever is on those TVs, whatever is being broadcast is apparently corrupting everyone who comes in contact with it. So far we don't have a clear answer as to how the broadcast affects people, but I'm assuming whatever it is that's happening to these people, Mono and Six are either immune to it or just aren't exposed to it for whatever reason. I'm leaning more towards them being immune to it though, because like whoever wants this broadcast to be seen by as many people as possible, I imagine it'll be pretty hard for Six and Mono to not come in contact with it at some point. There is one possible way they could go without getting affected by the TVs, and that I can think of, and that's like if they just stay in the shadows and just don't look at the screens. This is completely speculation though, so I could be wrong as fuck, but in all reality we probably won't get an answer until the game actually completely comes out. I say probably because, like, who knows, maybe they'll release some new gameplay or something that reveals some of this shit. So the second thing about the story that we don't really know about is that Six is apparently quote-unquote fading away, whatever that means, but I do have a theory that I threw together in like 5 minutes. So at the end of Little Nightmares 1, Six drains all those gluttonous fat fucks of all their life essence or something and escapes the mall, which is the ship where the first game took place. She killed the lady that I believe was keeping the mall running and took her powers, and that lady needed to drain those fat people to survive, I'm guessing. So Six has her powers now, and that would mean that Six needs to drain people to survive as well, which she can't do now that the mall is no longer running. If it is in fact no longer running, I'm not 100% about that. But theoretically, Six could drain anyone. I don't think she wants to kill innocent people. So personally, I think that's what's going on. But the only thing that theory just can't answer what's like at all is it says on Bandai Namco's website that Mono has to go to the tower in the distance to shut it off, so you know it can stop corrupting people or whatever it's doing, and that'll save Six from fading away. And if my theory was what was going on, I have no idea why shutting off that transmission would stop Six from fading away. That doesn't really make any fucking sense, but I don't know. It's a theory I came up with in like 2 seconds, so it's probably wrong. One thing I wanted to quickly point out is that Mono can use weapons. As you can see here, he smacks the shit out of this guy, so I'm curious if weapons are going to be restricted to certain sections of the game, or if you can just freely walk around with them and the game is just a little more combat centric. I'm leaning more towards it just being limited to certain sections, or even just one section, to be honest. But either way, I think it's really cool, even if it's really short-lived. So in terms of new antagonists, we have the teacher and the hunter. There is more, but these are the only ones that are confirmed that we know about. So the teacher being this creepy-ass lady with the ruler, and the hunter being this guy in this shack, or whatever this is. I'm thinking when going up against the teacher, it'll be possible for Six and Mono to blend in with her students and get past her that way, but I mean, I'm sure it won't be that easy. I mean, especially since Mono has a paper bag on his head for whatever reason, and Six has a bright ass yellow raincoat on, so they stand out quite a bit. Or maybe she'll send the students after Six and Mono, that way they're like way outnumbered. Like, hey, surprise test, go catch Six and Mono. The hunter, on the other hand, will probably shoot at you. He does have a gun, kind of hard to see at first glance, but he does, and possibly use traps like capture nets or bear traps, or maybe even fucking mice traps. I mean, they are really small compared to him, Six and Mono, so who knows. But yeah, that's about all the speculation I can do with such little information, even though I'm sure there's probably people with really deep analysis videos that notice way more details in this trailer than I have, but this video wasn't necessarily an analysis, so I'm fine with that. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you haven't played the first Little Nightmares, stop what you're doing and go play it ASAP. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.